What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to Gibraltar United. So we're at the first qualifying phase. I've already started the match, so we're going to go through transfers very quickly and then we'll jump into this game. So with transfers we have done a bit of action. It's just apparently it took part or happened before the tick over for the next season, because actually it's still got people to relieve on, like free transfers occurring tomorrow. So we haven't got all them people released yet, but we did sign 2 people. The first guy you already saw, it was Alvaro. You saw that last time. The next guy was Ojeda, I believe it's pronounced. 23 years of age. Good centre mid. Definitely got some good stats on him. You can see that from, just by looking at him. If we go to Advanced Playmaker, what did I click on? Did I click on attack there? Support, which is what we play. You see he's got good stats for that. More than suitable, better than anything we've had in the past. And only £350 a week. I think this is a great capture for the team. Got him on a 1-year deal as well, so it'd be interesting to see how he does in the future. Coming in from Espanyol, did really well for their B team, or decently well for their B team, which is of course a higher level than anything we can currently offer in this division. So he should do well here. It's just how he does in the Champions League, and he is starting today, so we will be able to see him. Apart from that, there is a bit of transfer news I really want to talk about, or just sort of people I'm approaching. First guy is Pete Moody. Apparently this guy is an absolute beast for any player in this league, and I'm trying to get him in now. He's very quick, which is of course going to be a massive boost for him. We've got everything he needs for a winger, really, pretty much. And overall will actually be one of the best wingers to ever played for this club. Coming from Brighton as well, so obviously you can see that he's got some experience at a good level. Okay, it's Conference Premier is where he's played his most football consistently, but he has played in the Championship. And you have to be a half-decent player or possess some half-decent capability in you to play in the Championship, in my eyes. We did try and sign Joe Lewis, a goalkeeper, and I think this guy is obviously miles better. If we compare him to the likes of Santos Lewis, we can just see he's leaps and bounds ahead of him. But he rejected the contract for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but he rejected the contract. He didn't have anyone else come in. We got the wage sorted. We got the length sorted. I gave him a year. We got everything sorted. It was just about the confirmation, and he just turned me down out of the blue. Like I said, I don't really know why. I will still keep an eye out for Joe Lewis, because I am still interested in trying to get him. I would like a new goalkeeper before the Tel Aviv game, but if we can't get him in before the Tel Aviv game, I probably won't go after him. And with the other guy, the right midfielder I spoke about before, we didn't end up signing him. He's out on a free transfer now. But yeah, the one guy, Pete Moody, will hopefully be here in the second qualifying phase game. We are still potentially looking at centre mids and goalkeepers, but apart from that, we should have a pretty good squad next year. For this upcoming year. So in today's game, we played a team from Montenegro. Like I said, I already started the match, so apologies for that. They fancy we will win this game, and we'll have enough quality to see off the like of Petrovac. We'll send the assistant there, because one of our players missing today is our left midfielder, Alex Portillo, which means you'll be unable to see him play. And the reason for that is because he came back from pre-season very tired. I gave him 2 weeks holiday, not realising we'd be in the first qualifying phase this year, unlike last year. So as a result, he's out for 2 more days. He will be back for the second leg, but for this leg, it means O'Donoghue plays in his last ever game for us. So quite strange for O'Donoghue, because he only played 1 league game for us last season. That was at the end of the season, because if you can remember, he had that massive 9 months injury. If I got on injuries, not achievements, he had a massive 8 months injury with his damaged crucial ligament, who kept him out for most of last year. So this will be his last game. He is leaving tomorrow, and let's jump into this game. So we'll run through the starting lineup here. So in goal we have Santos Lewis. Right back we have Ibondo. Centre backs we have Amari and Jones, and left back we have O'Donoghue. Right midfield we have Alvaro. Centre mid we have Baldwin and Ojeda, and left mid we have Wayne Owens, and up front we have Sanchez and Castro. The bench is Dale Coling, Roma Perez, Bolastaro, I think it's pronounced, Montgomery, Brown, Fernandez, and Gregory. So let's go into this game. I'm actually on attacking. I probably shouldn't be on that. But let's go. Let's see what we can do. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'm confident today we can get a result here. We've not really ever faced much of a challenge in the first qualifying round, and it would just be nice to really get a win under our belt in the Champions League. Just something to try and build a little. Well, it's not like we have to build morale or build momentum. We're undefeated since, I think, December last year, maybe November last year. So we've got a lot of momentum on our side. But it'd be nice to get a few Champions League wins under our belt before we go into the Tel Aviv game, which will be, of course, a really tough and challenging task to overcome. And 15 minutes is that into the game? Yep, 15 minutes into the game. We've got a second highlight potentially here. He's Imbondo to Ojeda. Playing it around. Sanchez now playing it backwards, keeping the ball, which is all nice. Alvaro unable to actually get the ball in, and actually it's been cleared away. And this could be this could maybe be dangerous, but we had enough red and white shirts back to cover any potential threat. Ojeda with the ball in the center of the park. Nice ball to Sanchez. The two right-sided players are offside. He's Mbonda with the ball. Back to Sanchez, passing it around really beautifully. And my God, what an absolutely fantastic goal scored. Wow. It says at the bottom, that was a brilliant move. A few flicks there, I believe Ojeda did a little back heel to Castro. Someone did a little back heel flick. That was just beautiful passing. This back heel there by Ojeda as an assist, that is a beautiful assist. My first ever game I've seen him play. That is fantastic. Couldn't really ask for more. And also Castro gets his first ever Champions League goal for us. So perfect way to start off the game, really. Looking very dominant as well, so I don't think I could really ask for more. Here's Castro with an absolutely beautiful ball forward, and Sanchez showing his skill that he showed all throughout last year, scoring an absolutely world-class volley. Di Canio-esque with his finish there. That was brilliant. And it's Castro, goal scorer, return provider, but what an absolutely fantastic volley. Wow. And 2-0 up, and now it's about potentially growing our lead and then thinking about maybe conserving a few players. As Owen's unable to get the ball. O'Donoghue in his last game whipping this one in, unable to find a red and white shirt, is Ojeda. Looking pretty confident on the ball so far. And it is Sanchez hitting the bar, unable to get his second of the game. Unlucky, and we need to watch out now because there are quite a few blue shirts flooding forward. Well done by Ibonda there to prevent any potential counter-attack. And actually we could create an attack ourselves. He's brought down, he's picked up a knock apparently. Don't think it's anything too sustainable. He doesn't have the plus above his name, or above his head. Here is Sanchez with not a great ball in, and Alvaro ends up hitting his head and being called for offside. So you can see straight away fitness worries are in the defence. Kyle Jones is looking very tired. We do have Perez on the bench, and I do like Perez. I think he's a decent player, so I won't really mind bringing Perez on at half-time. We do have a bit of tiredness to the right-back area, I believe, as well, which means we may bring a youngster on as Sanchez has scored his second goal of the game. A header to target man doing exactly what he needs to do, and it is Alvaro as well in his first ever game for the club, getting an assist. Really well-weighted, timed cross, perfect position for Sanchez to run onto, and it was a good header from Sanchez as well. The cross pretty much made it harder to miss than it was to score. All he had to do was re-divert it, get a little bit of contact. That's not what we wanted to see. We did not want to see Alvaro getting injured. Might as well take Carl Jones off as well while we're here. And we'll just do a double sub. Perez and Montgomery coming on. Montgomery, of course, player of the year last year. Won't really be featuring too much if Alvaro can stay fit, obviously. But he's going to get 45 minutes here to see what he can do in Montgomery. Hopefully Alvaro's injury isn't anything too long. In fact, let's hope it doesn't keep him out for the second leg. But if it does, let's hope it doesn't keep him out of the second qualifying phase. Because if it does, I will be gutted. Honest to God, I will be gutted that we were unable to... he won't be able to feature in the bigger match. Alright, 51 minutes into the game. I need to have a look at fitness in a second. But the first highlight of the second half since the opening highlight. And it's Owens with the ball, potentially featuring in one of his last ever games for the club. Because of the new left midfielder coming in. Brilliant ball over the top, finding Montgomery. Oh my God, how has Castro not scored that? Wow! The rebound by Baldwin was almost thumped into the back of the net. But what a brilliant pass from Ojeda out to find Montgomery. An absolutely brilliant ball. Ojeda seems to be orchestrating the play in the centre of the park for us so far. Seems to be the key guy to everything. And Sanchez as well, running around the pitch, doing... Oh, wow, almost... Well, we did score. It's an own goal. It's a complete BS goal. I feel really sorry for Petrovac because that is just a disgusting goal to concede. The keeper is at fault there massively, but, yeah, just unlucky for them. But it's 4-0, and probably not a scoreline we exactly deserve. I mean, we have had a lot of chances, and we have dominated the game, but, they've saved a few chances, the keeper, and he didn't really deserve or didn't really expect him to make that shocking save, a bit uncharacteristically of him. Alright, so let's consider making another sub. Who will we consider taking off? I think we'll go with Sanchez. Or do we? I think we go with Amari, actually. We'll make 2 centre-back changes. The reason I'm thinking is I can rest Sanchez for the second leg. I can put Gregory on for that position. What I can't really do is bring... I could start Perez, but I don't know how fit Jones is going to be for the second leg. So I've got to consider conserving both of my centre-backs, even if it does mean playing a youngster with relatively no experience in the Champions League at centre-back for the last 30 minutes of the match. But I don't think that will influence the overall scoreline, and we should be fine, as it was a brilliant save by Luis in goal to prevent Petrovic actually getting a goal back before our centre-back came back on, which wouldn't have been great. Both centre-backs are looking complacent. What I'll do is last 15 minutes of the game. Actually, who's going off injured? Oh, Castro's had to go off injured. We're down to 10 men. Balls. Again, the same things apply now. We need to hope Castro isn't out for too long. We have Gregory there, but Castro's a different class to Gregory. But I did want to do a team talk to everyone. I want to calmly just tell them to... I'm just going to encourage... I'll tell them to concentrate. We do get a penalty, actually. Who takes our penalties? I think it's Sanchez. By the way, I didn't actually mention this before, and I haven't. Sanchez is now captain of our team. He is the official captain of the squad. He's got some of the best leadership, some of the best determination in this team. He's a good player, and he's really leading the line quite well. He could be about to get his hat-trick here. And, yeah, he does. Look at that. No mistake about it. And really, to me, he's a great captain for that reason. He seems to just play really well. You know, he may not score in every game, but he's typically involved in a decent way in every game. And he's leading the line right now. Exactly. And look, we've gone down to 10 men, and we still managed to get another goal. So, Sanchez maybe even get a fourth here? No, his free kicks aren't as good as his penalties. But it's 5-0 at the end of the day, and that is crucial. That means we can surely afford to rest a few players up for the second leg. And, you know, that is quite crucial because we don't want really tired players for the Tel Aviv match if we can avoid it. So, Castro is going to be out for 7 to 2 months. Damn it. When I signed this guy, it said he had a bit of an injury history. I was hoping that, you know, nothing would come up. Definitely in the first few games of the season. I didn't think anything incredible would come up. What's his injury history like? Tore hamstring, fractured arm, fractured wrist, double hernia, sprained ankle. He's not really a serial offender. And by what I mean by that is he's not really someone that gets a lot of the same injuries. You know, he's not tore his hamstring on multiple occasions. He's not done the same injury over and over again. He strained his knee ligaments this time, but he strained his ankle ligaments 3 years ago. Well, just under 3 years ago. So, you know, it's not like he's consistently gets injured from the same thing. He just seems to pick up niggles every now and again. And that's going to be one that will keep him out of the second leg, sadly. Positives, though, is that we do not have an injury to Alvaro, our right midfielder, so that should be fine. But it does mean Gregory will be starting in both games for the upcoming thing. That's not great. You know, that's the last thing we needed, because it does also mean that people like Coling come on the bench, and he's not played for this club in a very, very long time. He played in the end of the season, but he's not really featured consistently in a very long time. But either way, I'll meet you guys back for the second leg. Alright, you guys, so it's the second leg. Only 250 people are rocking up. Why is that? What is this? Like a... What? I can't quite understand that. Why is it only that many people turning up? Let me have a look at their... You play for them. What are your facilities? Why is it only that many people? That is quite shocking. What is your facilities? I clicked on the wrong thing. 1,500 all-seater stadium, and you're only bringing 250 people there. I swear I had a message not too long ago telling me it was going to be a good crowd. Decent turnout expected. Around 200 tickets are expected to be sold. Oh, some stands have been closed to cut down costs on stewarding. 205. Jesus, man. Jesus, that's like nothing. But we do have a little bit of news surrounding the club. We did manage to bring in Moody. That's officially gone through. He won't be able to feature in this match, of course, because he's not registered, but he will be entering in the next round of the competition. But yeah, let's go into team selection now. So, I've not actually changed anything at the team, or even looked really at the team, but I think we'll go for a few changes today. And we'll go for a weaker team and rotate the lineup. Oh, God. Yeah, we'll go like that. We'll start with Perez. Run him out. But yeah, apart from that, we have Portillo as well returning into the lineup. Apart from that is the two changes I just made there, plus Gregory change, which I made before we cut to this bit. So apart from that, it's the same team. We're going to go out there with a controlled mentality, and let's see how that goes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how we goes. We'll see how we do in this game, just because it's a rotated team, but just in another way, looking forward to getting out at this stage of the competition, because we really should be doing that now. With a bit of news surrounding the club, not financially, but in terms of wage budget, we only have about 340, maybe £400 left, something like that. which of course isn't a lot, and considering some of the player wages we've signed people down to, which is around the £1,000, it shows that people demand quite a bit of wage to get, or we have to offer quite a bit of wage to get the good players into us. But I've recently found a very good goalkeeper who is willing to accept about £300 a week. I don't remember what the exact deal I offered him, but it's very small, and it means we can afford it in terms of the wages without offering any of the transfer budget over to the wage budget. And that is fantastic because this goalkeeper is miles better than Lewis. He's a Burnley trainee. He's English. Not like that really mattered, but he just looks absolutely beast. And when I saw that he would accept such a small wage, I was like, damn, I've got to get this guy in. As Gregory misses a chance very early on, Montgomery's ball back in the box is unable to really find a good target. Still attacking down that right-hand side, though. I don't think we're really going to get another opportunity. I think Gregory's one was the opportunity. Yeah, it's gone. What do you mean some of the stands are closed? All the stands are still open. How are they getting 250 people in a Champions League match? I'm sure more people rock up to watch small teams in the Champions League than that. Maybe it's that stand, because they only have, I think they have like 2 stands at this stadium, like one on one side of the goal and then that long one. I played at this stadium before, I swear I have, when I played Montenegro in the under-21s friendly. But let's take a few people off now. I think we'll bring on Ballestero. We will bring on Fernandez as well, and we will bring on Jason Coling. We'll make a triple substitution, maybe a little risky, but with a 5-goal cushion, you can afford to be, a little bit complacent in a way. Calmly, just tell them to concentrate. Don't look complacent. Got to stay on top of things. Wayne Owens has had to go off injured, or will have to go off injured. We'll just drop Gregory back, and we'll just put Coling up front by himself. It seems like we can't get away with a game without picking up an injury. It seems like we just constantly love playing the rest of the games with 10 men. As they get the goal back, it's offside, so it won't even count. I saw the flag go up straight away, so still with our 5-goal margin. Of course, I would love to win this game. I'd love to win both of these games, but fitness is definitely going to become an issue right now. Look at some of the people's conditions. I mean, it's probably better than what the other team's currently handling. I mean, I don't know when Montenegro's... I don't know when their season is. I don't know if they have a summer season or a winter season. Because ours is a winter season, of course. We have the summer off, but some countries, like the one that I know off the top of my head is Ireland, they play during the summer and have winter off, I believe. Things like that. So their season's currently finished in real life. But good defending there, and I'd just say maybe a counter-attack. Not really had much, apart from that Gregory chance. In fact, not really been much going on in this game as a whole. Second leg's been pretty dire, and this could be a chance for them. They've got the ball over the top, and if it wasn't for the post, they definitely would be 1-0 up. And they, arguably they deserve it in a way, but we are down to 10 men. The man advantage plus tiredness, it's all contributed to them looking the better out of the two teams. But if we were on level terms, in terms of people on the pitch, I think we'd be the ones dominating. And still getting a lot of the ball, despite being down to 10 men, on control, getting 60% of the ball nearly enough. It shows the quality, the golfing quality between us and the teams at this level now. And it should be recognised by UEFA that we are too good for these teams, and they should enter us in the second qualifying phase. Alright, so 0-0 on the day, 5-0 on aggregate. That was the main thing. We have got the confirmation that we will get Tel Aviv in the second round. Who else went through? HB went through and they managed to avoid us, so of course they went through. Elsewhere, a team from Malta and a team from Andorra went through. So, yep, fans jubilant. The draw has been tough. Yes, of course it was tough. I'm going to send the assistant no. Really couldn't ask for a much tougher draw, but it's also a chance for us to test ourselves. See how much this squad has actually grown. So, also Owen didn't pick up an injury, which was good. So yeah, next time I will meet you back will be the Tel Aviv game, obviously. So actually I need to do that quickly because every time the assistant manager always decides friendlies are best suited in the middle of this. But yeah, next time I meet you back will be Bloomfield in... Wait, where the hell's Bloomfield? Oh, it's in Israel. Good. Okay, next time we back will be in Bloomfield in Israel, where we'll take on Tel Aviv yet again and see if we can do any better than we did 5 years ago. So until then, guys, peace out.